I'm trying to build a library of parts for Alibre to be able to design robots, aircrafts, or anything else very quickly and efficiently, and this is an example of that. Hi and welcome. Today we're going to make a 3D model version of the HXT900 9-gram servo from Hextronic. I'm going to do this because I use it in a lot of my aircrafts and robots, so it's practical to have a model of it on the computer. Okay, so we're going to start off by doing a quick schematic to write all the dimensions of the servo on the notepad. And it's going to be useful for future reference, and as you can see we're doing a side view and a top view of the servo. Okay, now we have to make sure the caliper is set at 0, and then we're going to start doing measurements of basically any dimension you can get from the servo, and you're going to write it down on the notepad. Okay, so I'm going to start up Alibre and click to open a new part, and then I'm going to activate the 2D sketch and click on the plane field. Now I'm going to make the first line, and the first line you want it to basically be the same thing as it is in reality. And then you can just continue a rough sketch of the servo. And as you can see on the left, there's a line that has a ton of constraints on it, so we're just gonna delete it a bit later on, and it's gonna save us a lot of problems. Now once this is done, you can start putting in the dimensions you took earlier on with your notepad. And I'm just gonna fill all these out. Okay, so I'm gonna use the extrude boss function to create the servo. Now you can see it's starting to resemble a servo. So we're gonna take the top plane and draw a circle on it. So we're gonna line the circle to the servo, and then we're gonna add an arc. Basically, you want the arc to start and end on the circle. Okay, so we're going to use a trim figure to take out the part of the figure we don't want. And now if I extrude the cut, it doesn't extrude the right part. So the easiest way that I found is to add a rectangle around what you want to extrude, and it's going to extrude the right part. Okay, so now we're going to take the left part of we're going to make the screw holes basically, and I know it's 2 millimeters for the screw holes. I'm just going to make the two at the exact same spot. Okay, so we're going to add a rectangle around that circle, and you want it to be really parallel and symmetrical around all sides of that figure. And you're going to use a trim figure to take out the parts you don't want, and then extrude the cut. Now we're going to take again the top layer and do a 2D sketch on it of the circle basically. And to keep it aligned at the exact center, we're going to use two lines and line them up with the sides of the bigger circle. And then we can find the center of the big circle with this method, and then delete the lines, and you can extrude the boss. And lastly, we're going to extrude a cut of a circle at the center, and this is more for aesthetics, and now you have a finished servo.